program has three composers. So one is from Germany, then the other one is from Mexico, and the other one is from the Bohemian region of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, that now is the modern Czech Republic. So we're going to be going first in Europe, then come to Mexico, and then we go back to Europe in 80 musical minutes. Going around the world means a lot of things, to me anyway. It means going to places, going to moments of life, and going also in time. Since we are switching places, we also switching emotions. Beethoven wrote a piece inspired to a great hero that was Coriolanus, or Coriolano, and the piece is very powerful and very strong. And then my piece is a piece written for marimba that resembles this idea of the two worlds meeting. And then we go back to the Titan Symphony by Gustav Mahler that will represent everything and anything that is about a hero in 80 musical minutes. The marimba that we know, it has two different aspects. We have the concert marimba, which is the one we have right here, and the folk marimba, that is the one probably most people will recognize. But it has very important differences that we don't see immediately. It's a long instrument and it has a keyboard in the top, and then in the bottom it has some things that we call the resonance. Those are tubes in the concert marimba, so made out of metal. So that means we can project the sound of the instrument in a bigger hall without having to be amplified with microphones. My marimba concerto was originally written for a guitar, and it was dedicated to Pepe Romero and his father Celedonio. That's what it was called, Concierto a Celedonio. And our soloist asked me if I could do an adaptation for marimba. So I started working on it, and then suddenly I realized that the language of both didn't relate to it. And I did change a lot of things to make it more into the marimba language. The Marimba Concerto was first a piece written for guitar and orchestra. And it was to resemble two guitars having a dialogue. So when our soloist, Saul Medina, asked me to rewrite the piece for marimba, I saw that it was not so simple as that. So I had to work on the piece a little harder, and I tried to make a difference in the instrumentation of the orchestra, not just in the marimba, to change certain things to fit the instrument, but also to the orchestra to fit the idea of a dialogue in between the marimba and the orchestra. Since the original idea was two guitars performing, immediately here we are connecting the present and the past and the future, because we are the future.